Hello, my name is D.J. Gjerde, and I would like to thank you for tuning in with me today as I discuss my takeaways from my recent podcast studies of entertainment law. And I do apologize, I am feeling a little under the weather, so I will do my best to try to make it through. Now, when looking into the legal cases in my industry, there is a trend of copyright infringement cases, and in many cases, the court ruling is not in favor of the defendant. In this podcast with Gordon Firemark, Tamara Bennett, and Stan Sucher, they discuss several legal battles, and copyright infringement happens to be one of them. In this first case, Lens versus Universal, Universal sent a takedown notice to Lens in hopes of her removing the video from YouTube. Lens felt that it wasn't infringing on copyright by having a song play in her video, so she sued Universal for sending her the takedown notice. The case was taken all the way to the Supreme Court, where they were trying to determine if Lens was capable of using the song based on fair use on affirmation of good faith. Universal won the lawsuit. This is a good example of how important it is as an artist to register your work. In the future, I plan to make sure all of my work is copyrighted. Another case they discussed in the podcast was Faulkner versus Hasbro. The case is about Hasbro creating a toy with little resemblance to a woman named Harris Faulkner. Harris Faulkner sued Hasbro for right of publicity. This case shines a light on the idea of using someone as a reference in an artistic way without permission. In the future, I will prevent any and all lawsuits for right of publicity by reaching out to the prospects and having them sign contracts that state their approval of the use of their name or image. If they disagree and do not sign the contract, then I will choose not to use their name or appearance as a reference. The last takeaway I got from the podcast involved the Asian American band, The Slants. The Slants were trying to get their band name trademarked, but they were turned down right away because their name was considered slanderous. They took their case to higher courts where they originally decided to overrule. Though I do not see any chance of me using possible slanderous words for titles of my work, I do understand the importance in trademarking an artist's name. The Slants knew the importance too, which is why they were willing to take their case to higher courts to fight for their band name. In my career as an artist, I will trademark my name and titles of my work to ensure that no one can use my name for their own gain or diminish. That's all from me today. Thank you for listening in.